Should be streaming now. Yep. We're off.
All units report of a possible narcotics sale. Please. Museum Mile.
Right. Do that again. Oh. Now I do. Hang on, I'll check as well. What says live online? Typical. I know. It's not going well. Been a bit bumpy, you could say. Fantastic. Yes. Yes, I do. Welcome. We are streaming Marvel Spider-Man today for the TheSixthAxis. I am Gareth, and this is Aaron. Say hello, Aaron. Excellent. Right. I was going to do some side stuff, as I have 2 saves and they're both at the end of the story. I think this is normal, actually. Yeah. So I'll go and do that crime that's conveniently directly in front of me, as I jump off a Ventus Tower, and swing around it dramatically.
Gonna guess these guys aren't trading baseball cards. You guys said the fuck was on vacation. Oh, come on, fellas.
Hang on. I'm gonna have to adjust the mix. Yeah, I can barely hear you over the game. Okay, speak. It's a bit better. Yeah. Fantastic. Yep. Yeah, I've got everything. I've played this far too much, so I'm unreasonably well kitted out. And not too bad at the combat, I like to think. If I die, I'll be very disappointed, as I'm on normal instead of hard, and I've finished it on hard. Ooh. I'll do my best.
Attention all units. Assault reported in progress. Proceed to Sycamore. Over.
You know, I I think it's mostly enemies taking longer to get taken out, to be honest. I haven't really found it that difficult, and I'm not very good at games. So, I think they do more damage as well, but usually by the time you play through the game once, you're avoiding pretty much all the damage. You do just get used to tapping dodge as soon as spider sense appears. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's a lot faster. As a result, everyone attacks all at the same time. If you stand still for 5 seconds, you'll get hit by 4 different guys. Yeah. No, it's not. They'll all attack at once. Right, this is some stealth. This is a Fisk warehouse, which is a warehouse that is owned by Fisk. It's not that it's bad, it's just that there's less, like, all the gadgets in the game, this stuff, only maybe 3 or 4 of them really have utility for staying undetected. If you use any of the other ones, you'll immediately be spotted because they don't take people out immediately. You can use trip mines, even when they're in groups. They still don't know where you are. Oh, except for that guy.
You're just not very observant.
No, they call for reinforcements once they see you. So if you take them out before they manage to make the radio call, you'll actually get away with it. Although this guy has noticed someone webbed to a wall. Right. Once you get spotted and everything's that, there's a load of doors start opening and guards appear out of nowhere and things like that. You can scan people, and when it says safe, they're safe for you to take out without being spotted. Although occasionally a guard will appear. Will turn around at the wrong moment and you'll still be seen.
Get him! The boss wants Spider-Man's head!
Yeah.
I'll teach you some respect! Get back down here!
Oh. Sorry, every time they shoot a gun I can't hear you. So if I don't answer, that's why. Ooh.
Back up! For a guy in jail, Fisk's men are awfully loyal.
As you can see, the guys just come up on these weird platform things that disappear suddenly for some reason. It's a bit strange. Yeah, get away with that.
Hey, new arrivals! Did I mention this is a rent party? Chip in.
Nope,
No, for
been
real,
hit by
I
a
need rent
flashbang.
money.
Yeah, you can usually get away with it. I mean, there's actual magic here after all, so.
Spider-Man, I just checked. There's been a rash of counterfeit bills in that neighborhood.
Counterfeiting. That's a dying art. I'll do my part to make it
Yeah,
extinct.
they don't die, they actually get webbed to buildings. Yeah, you can sometimes see Spider-Man throw something at them when they go off the building. And it webs them to the building like the trip mine does. No, of course not. It's always on roofs.
Bad haircuts, excessive cologne. Yep, more Fisk goons.
Yeah, Like Batman. He severely injures people. Yeah. Broken bones. That guy's about to punch himself in the face. That's nice. It's one of the takedowns. He webs him up and then makes him punch himself in the face. Brilliant. Yeah. Lucky. Yeah, you can throw objects and grenades that get thrown at you by holding L1 and R1 and aiming towards an enemy, which is useful. There's usually, in some areas, there's things like cranes that you can knock around that'll knock guards out, and scaffolding you can pull down. And if you web an enemy up and throw him into a wall or slam him into the floor, he will stick to it and be instantly taken out. Ow. So if you use something like a web bomb, which webs lots of enemies up all at once, and then use the concussive blast, you can knock them all into walls and web them all at once, which is immensely satisfying. Say that again, sorry. Yeah, it does a bit. So does throwing objects, because it'll clear out the area around him because he spins it around him first. Have some nice slow motion jumping.
Everything's quiet here now, Captain.
Great. That's one more revenue stream Wilson Fisk can't use to pay his lawyers.
I found it difficult because I'd been playing a little bit of one of the Arkham games. And I was expecting, you know, one or two guards attacking at a time, and it was lots and lots of guards constantly flooding in. It took a little while to get used to the sheer amount. Like that was one of the earlier missions, and even that was quite a few guards. That's just the first side mission you unlock, and it's still quite a lot of guards. And as you get further in, it's even more, and lots of different types: rocket launchers and assault rifles, pistols and shields, melee weapons, all sorts. So I was just a bit overwhelmed at first. You have to keep moving or you will die. Mentally. This over here, it's a little camera you can see on the map. It's actually a secret photo, which you unlock one of the suit mods you get. The proximity sensor. You unlock, it's the last one you unlock. And it shows you secret photos, which are presumably places important to Spider-Man. Although I don't know what this library has to do with him, so who knows.
So he can commit his unlawful misdeeds with impunity. But Spider-Man is not your ordinary run-of-the-mill menace. Oh, he's a 12th level kung fu master, 50 moves ahead menace, which is why I think he's actually hacking into these
that's
towers.
He's no longer the editor of the Bugle in this. He's resigned and now he runs a chat. He's basically Alex Jones, the guy that runs InfoWars. Yeah, he's just all about conspiracy. Every time you do, well, occasionally when you do stuff, he will appear, and there's quite a lot of them actually. And again, you can see them in here somewhere. Collections. There's a lot of them, as you can see. At least 71. I think you collect them. I don't know if they're playing a specific order, because some of them are relevant to when you just finished a particular side mission or story mission. There's a lot of collectibles actually. Backpacks are my favourite. Because backpacks give you backpack tokens so you can upgrade your gadgets and suits and stuff. But inside every one there's a bit of lore. Like, for example...
Hey, my Mark I web shooters. Managed to improve the storage capacity a lot since then, but the basic design's still the same.
I like stuff like that. And there's a load of Easter eggs in here as well. Like, there's a load of background stuff, like bits from Shocker's
This
suits.
piece of the Shocker's original uniform showed me how to protect myself from his blasts. Of course, they always upgrade, don't they?
Yeah, there's a few things. Like, there's somewhere in here, there's a business card from Matt Murdock. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Who is
Blind
Daredevil.
guy gave me his card in case Spider-Man ever needs a lawyer. Wait, hold on. If he's blind, how did he know I was Spider-Man?
Yeah, things like that. Even just bits from his past, like his boutonniere, apparently.
That kind of symbolizes my luck with relationships.
Yeah, it's quite cool. There's a lot of audio recordings you find as well, but I can't show any of those because they'll get a bit spoilery.
Narcotics in progress. Proceed to Sutton Place. Over.
No, it's not. Not at all. Exactly. This is a crime.
Drug trade's gotten more aggressive.
One of many that will randomly appear. I'm about to solve it quite quickly, I imagine.
Hey guys, you got prescriptions for this stuff?
I know. Doesn't seem like the best place.
Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal. Police are coming, so I'm going.
Looks like they were selling cocaine. What do you know? I mean, is it not more suspicious to go through this giant ass building onto the roof holding a giant bag of cocaine than it is to do it somewhere else? Yeah. Somewhere that involves not going through a lobby. I can show you a more difficult base from the base is all, there's only a few of each type of base, and they're all for different factions. Like the ones you unlock, there's a few. There's Silver Sable's military kind of a PMC kind of thing, private military company. There's Fisk's groups as well, and there's prisoners that get out of a prison. I think that might be all of them. But there are more difficult as you go through, so you unlock them later on. So rather than just having lots of this exact same thing, you have a lot of variety into the side missions, which I quite enjoy.
You guys don't look like locksmiths.
Yeah. There's plenty in this.
Pro tip: if you're not good at breaking or entering, maybe don't pull a B&E.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety in them, thankfully, especially as they add even more enemy types. There's no doubt we'll see when we get to this one there'll be jetpack soldiers and stuff like that. Oh, I love swinging around. Occasionally I just stop doing missions and stuff and just swing around. It feels perfect.
Those lunatics will kill someone driving like that.
Yeah, you get used to it very quickly. It's really easy to pick up. It's hard to not be able to swing around. But if you want to get around very quickly, it gets a little more challenging. Apparently I'm doing this quickly. Yeah. Can't let it go mad, can I? Say that again, sorry? He'd probably be happier, to be honest.
This fight's going viral.
Oops. These are brutes, these big guys. As you can imagine. Ouch. Ouch again. Ah. Didn't know I could do that. I didn't... Yeah, it looks like you can, when you perfect counter someone, you can unlock the ability to web them in the face to stun them for a minute. Apparently that can also be used to, web enemies to walls. I didn't know. That's nice. Yeah. You know, I can't find a counter, but I can safely say far too many. I'm at 97% on 2 different saves. Yeah. Plenty of time. Oh, there it is. Oh, I really enjoyed a lot of the story. There are a couple of typically silly bits, usually involving characters who do not have powers wanting to do things that you shouldn't really be doing when you don't have bloody powers. But that always seems to happen in superhero related things, really. And other than that, characterization is amazing. You really feel for some of the characters in it, even some of the bad guys. Yeah, you witness some origins in this game, and you really feel for the characters as they all unfold.
Let's play the quiet game.
Yeah, this is Sable's. I can't get onto that. There you go. Yeah, this is one of Sable's bases, which should have harder enemies, although mysteriously no jetpack enemies. Which is nice, to be honest, because I don't like them. They're more, because they're not near the ground, they're harder to web properly. It's a secret photo here. And they also shoot quite a lot, quite quickly. And if there's a few of them, they can take you out they do quite a lot of damage when they hit. Yeah, when there's groups around like this, you can shoot a bit of web down to an object to distract them.
Might have something, Control.
No. That guy's armoured, so I can't take him out with a trip mine. If I want to get rid of the armour, you've got to, I believe, hit him with an object, or hit him with the electric web, which is one of the gadgets. Or just take him out stealthily, like that. Yeah, that works well too. It works on most of them, in fact. Even the jetpack ones. I will get that. later. I think being able to scan enemies and being told whether or not someone's watching them or not makes stealth a little easier than it really needed to be. Because, I mean, it's basically it boils down to, especially when there's pretty much every area has things like this around for you to jump across on, you know, Arkham style, on gargoyles. So, yeah, and to take an enemy out in Arkham stealthily, you need to make sure no one's watching him. But this game just tells you, like, that's his danger. If I move him out of view, it'll say it's safe if he's actually out of view, which he isn't. Oh, there we go. And then you can take him out. So it seems a bit easier than necessary. But then again, yeah, a guard, you'd think so. You can hear them actually. Sometimes they're not knocked out, so you can hear them struggling against the webs, which is a nice touch. Yeah.
Might have something, Control. Hey, who's there? SM1, SM1, engage. I saw something. Echo to Control. Target armed with an electrical attack.
See, the armor's come off now. Now I can web them up. Somehow without being spotted, because they didn't manage to use their radios. Fantastic. One more guard. Thankfully these guards stick to the Arkham method of never ever ever looking up. Even in buildings, in small buildings. They just... Yeah, but even when they do, they've got a big glowing indicator telling you that they're looking up. I think they have some kind of X-ray thing or something, don't they? Oh. Oh, it's jetpack now. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I'm struggling to hear you over the 7,000 guards at the moment. Ow.
Oh, hey, reinforcement guys! I just talked to your boss. He said you could take the rest of the day off. I swear! Bad news. More Sable guys. Good news? There is no good news.
Echo Charlie, engage.
It's too full to do anything about it, but they don't care if we do.
I was gonna take him down anyway, but this makes it more fun. Thanks.
They never run. Constantly throwing grenades, and every time you throw them back,
Great! More of them! Look, I may consider
I think they
surrendering
pick up on it.
if you let me flare the siren on the way to lockup!
Doesn't do that. Ooh. Oh, rockets. That grenade just blew up twice. It's the second time I've seen that happen. Strange.
You guys just won't stop! Tell Silver Sable I said I'm not interested! And this is really getting stalkerish!
Watch my back.
I do feel like I've gotten reasonably good at this game, actually. Very few games I think that about. It's basically this and Titanfall 2. Fantastic. Favourite FPS for years.
That took longer than it should have.
Oh really? Not bad. Was it really? Brilliant.
Captain, all the people in the cells
And I don't pay attention to combos because once it gets high I get too
And
much
Sable
pressure.
International swears they're going to prosecute that squad. I'll believe it when I see it.
I must find out what that photo is. Oh, it's a good photo.
Love that shot.
Slightly spoilery reasons. Sable are brought in by the Mer to try and get a handle on search and escapees from the prison. It doesn't work. I mean, you can tell. It's the kind of thing that wouldn't work, isn't it? Bringing in a private military company. There are other side missions, such as these. These are research stations, which are Oscorp research stations that Harry Osborn has asked Peter to keep an eye on while he's IOPS in Europe. Yeah.
All units advised.
They
Kidnapping reported. Officers needed Atlantic Hill. Over. Long-time
Kidnapping.
caller Officer Andrews is back with us. As always, thank you.
A
for your
kidnapping
service to our
basically
fair city
amounts,
officers. What's new?
I don't know where it is, it basically amounts to you finding a vehicle that has someone in the trunk
Now wait a second, my friend.
and
I'm
then
not
getting them
questioning
out
your
the trunk
word. Sure, what you
of
said
the car,
happened. But have you considered it was in Spider-Man's interest?
not an elephant.
He obviously had a long-standing feud with Fisk and wants him put away. That doesn't make him Mother Teresa. It just means he had a grudge.
Look, I hear you. But why can't we give him the benefit of the doubt?
Why? Because he hides behind that mask. You train. You stand up with your badge and name tag on, and you do your job every day. He runs and hides. If you
Say that
cause the
again,
kind of
sorry?
damage he does, what would happen?
I'd be doing paperwork until the day I retire.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And probably writing a desk, too.
It's it
Why,
really
my
is
dear
great.
friend, should you have to follow these
I
rules
think
and not him?
my
You know?
most impressive thing to me
I
is
knew you'd come
I
around.
bring up photo mode, zoom in on this, you can see all the texture on his suit. All the suits have different textures. Some of them are metal and shiny, and it's just really impressive. Oh yeah, and there's 27 suits as well, including ridiculous things like Spirit Spider, in which he has a skull for a head, Ghost Rider style. I need challenge tokens to unlock it, unfortunately. I can show you the Iron Spider suit from Infinity War though, complete with Iron Spider arms.
All units report of a possible
They're
narcotic.
pretty cool.
Report came in from Lenox Hill.
Yeah, this is a research station, which basically has a small side mission for you to do, depending on which one you go to. And it won't let me redo the side mission. That's strange. Okay. Well, apparently you can't redo those side missions, so we'll do a different side mission. I'm gonna keep saying side mission until it sounds weird.
Drug trade's gotten more aggressive post-Fisk. Gotta stop that out. Aw, you guys are like little kingpins in training. So
Ow.
Finally, a real fight.
Yeah. Less exposed. Doesn't help that much though. Another bit that I
my most disliked criminal activity.
picked up on that I
Definitely top
appreciate
five.
is the
Or
gadget
five,
menu.
However that works.
It's very quick to use, comes up very quickly, and you can cycle between your gadgets really
Gotta split
quickly,
before the cops get here.
which is
Never know how they'll
useful
react.
when you're surrounded by 18 enemies. Yeah. Everything goes slow motion when you open it as well, which is always nice. Exactly. Right, side contents. First I'm going to do this rooftop crime, and then I'll go and do one of Taskmaster's challenges.
You wanna fight? It's your lucky day.
Yet another supervillain wandering around Manhattan. Ow.
I realize the irony in me saying this, but I hope you've learned not to hit people.
Right. Taskmaster. It's another supervillain that's leaving stuff lying around. Basically. But not so much puzzles as time trials. This one's stealth. There's 3 types. Stealth, combat and swinging, where you've got to chase a drone. It's got a bomb in it. These ones I'm less good at. I like taking my time when I'm being stealthy. Whereas, yeah, the challenges have a very heavy time component. The quicker you do, the more points you get. And depending how many points you get, you get more tokens for completing it.
If they see me, the hostage
So this is all fast,
Good night, good.
stealthy.
What's that?
Thankfully, you get better as you get more used to it. Oh,
Oh, they're so cute when they're sleeping.
no? The collision detection's off there.
Nighty night.
Ah. Apparently it freezes you as soon as you get seen, rather than letting you stop the radio. Oh well. I didn't die, technically. Yes, I just failed and got some hostages killed, that's all. Yeah, so everything's okay.
Gotta move
It's all
quick
good.
and quiet. I know, I should have called first.
Another thing with this is this animation takes longer than just kicking someone to sleep,
Good night, good.
like so. So I try to avoid it when I'm doing these missions. It's also, there's only 2 versions of that actual animation. They get a bit repetitive. Oops.
Oh, they're so cute when they're sleeping.
What was that?
Nighty night. Good, but I can do better.
I'd say that. I did. Not bad. I'm okay with that. I'm not good at fast stealth. I will. Later. Haven't done one of these yet, have we? Demon Warehouse. It's less supernatural than it is crime related. Demons are the faction that I forgot earlier.
Once again,
That is
the
run by
low-information
Martin Lee.
member of Spider-Man's cult,
Mr. Negative.
sorry, fan club, wants to make him a saint. Sounds insane, but I always hear people out before passing judgment. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, well, Spider-Man has been all over
demon warehouses are actually indoors rather than just in the city. So, for example. Stealth or combat. Well, stealth and then combat. Once you take out the first wave, everyone knows where you are immediately. So you have to go into combat. I love trip mines. Trip mine is basically the only gadget you can use without them knowing where you are immediately. You can use one of these when there's no one looking. Impact web, which does that, but as you can see, they immediately see where you are.
Guys have to tag the old guys, and they have to go to their corner, no?
This guy with the whip is harder to kill, you can't web him. And you also can't take him out with a normal takedown either. So you have to stun him before you can use web. Them and some guys with swords as well. And brutes.
Peter, it looks like Lee took over a legitimate auto repair business.
Explains where the demons get all their vehicles. Trucks, ambulances.
Exactly. You shut this down, they'll have a tougher time moving around the city unnoticed.
I would hate to see the group text that got you all here. Hold on! Before we start, let me check the maximum occupancy for this place.
Oh, that guy just rolled up onto my screen. And that's a demon warehouse.
MJ, I may have just done the opposite of repair at this repair shop.
Don't worry, I'll get the cops down there. They'll clean things up.
And that's Mira Jane, as you can tell. I know, you think, I feel like the police must be pretty annoyed with the way he leaves the criminal. I mean, stuck to the side of buildings 30 feet
That's
in
all
the
the
air and
places I
stuff.
could link to Martin Lee. We just made
Hanging
life a
from
lot
lampposts.
harder for the demons.
And easier for the DA to build a case against him. Thanks, MJ. I owe you dinner.
So I seem to remember that his web only lasts for a couple of hours
Any
as well.
place you want.
What if
Yeah,
the police
has
don't
it
get
covered.
there before all those prisoners are suddenly gonna, there's gonna be a big ball of them, they're gonna be quite angry and no longer stuck together. Yeah, they'll probably have to go home. I'm sure there's a couple that really had feelings for each other and they just needed this to really push them together. It's a nice heartwarming story. Another way Spider-Man helps people.
After Spider-Man recklessly took down Wilson Fisk without preparing for the consequences, our streets are now filled with aspiring gangsters, each trying to out-psycho the other. My next guest is lucky to have survived an armed robbery. Sir, we're glad you're okay.
Say that again, sorry.
Thanks. It was nuts. These dudes walk in like they own the place, waving guns around.
Yeah, you can just become an outlaw, get captured by Spider-Man, and get stuck against the person you really love by, Spider-Web. Doesn't sound that romantic now, I say it like that.
Forgive me for raising my voice. I'm emotional at the thought of
Be a cool story at the wedding, though.
Our caller seems shaken. Let's let him go. Goodbye.
See, no one would ever beat that story. That's the best way to meet someone.
Garvey Park Garrison, this is Control. What's your status?
Oh.
Outpost is under siege by demons.
Okay, the people in the top floor apartments are really annoyed with you right now.
Nope. This is a bit of a skirmish between Sable and the demons on roofs again. I don't know why they keep doing everything on roofs. I mean, it's okay for Spider-Man. Yeah. Uh-oh. Thought I was going to get grenaded then. Nice. I kicked this guy off this roof. Nice. Fell down here. There we go. They all get stuck to walls. Nobody ever dies. Ever. Yeah, they're gonna have to go through the window or something. They must get really annoyed. They must have Spider-Man specific cleanup crews. Again, sorry?
I feel like a daycare instructor the way I have to keep Sable and the demons from pulling each other's hair
You
out.
really would, but they're not. Even when they're not actively fighting you, they never thank you. They just say, we didn't need help. The bastards, that's what they are, bastards. Right. We could do another Sable outpost. Alright, we'll We'll go out with a big one then. Sable. Full of jetpacks and rockets and shields. First thing about swinging. So when you're swinging through Central Park like this, it feels completely different to swinging through, for example, the skyscrapers and Avengers Tower over there. Because you're lower to the ground, you've got to be much quicker. You don't have lots of time to react to stuff. If you want to stay off the ground, you need to be paying attention, if you like. Whereas when you're jumping off skyscrapers and stuff, it takes like 5 seconds to hit the ground, so got plenty of time. Ooh. No, that means I've got to knock them into the air first. Probably, yeah. Once we get to combat.
People around here work.
Another thing about Sable, they've got these watchtowers as well, which you can pull down with L1 or you can do this and just kick the sniper out, which for some reason is immensely satisfying to me.
Heard something. Proceeding to investigate.
That guy is going to shit himself when he turns around and realises Kevin's gone. Don't even noticed.
No talking during the
Where
infiltration.
did they get these guards from? I know, they're like... There's like 3-second difference between it as well. Oh, I love trip mines.
Running a sweep. We'll report status. Might have.
Take a break. You earned it.
Might have something. Control. Stand by.
Oh. They're all armoured.
Keep an eye out for prison escapees. Somebody get my.
They'll split them up though.
Okay, let's run a sweep.
Right. Oh. It seemed half. And those other guys are just webbed to lampposts and you have to hit this guy in the face as well.
Might have something. Control. Stand by.
Yeah. You've got really bad face blindness.
Got movement.
You're getting very sleepy.
Oh. Yeah, it must be a nightmare getting all these people. It's like a soldier bloody forest here. They're growing on trees.
Might have something.
Trust me, it's less painful this way.
Ow. do this. I do like that punching himself in the face takedown. Perfectly targeted.
More of them. You know, this would be way more fun if you guys made pew pew noises.
He's shooting his west.
Ooh. Yeah, that's another gadget. I'm supposed to be yanking guys down, aren't I? Why has this guy got an invisible shield? Strange. Very strong walking on. See, look at that. Where did you get that on? Can't add any Jensen.
Don't let him whip you.
You guys are persistent. What kind of pay you get? Asking for a friend.
Advancing.
Spider-Man, I did some research. All the people they're holding did protest Sable's heavy-handed tactics.
Gotcha.
Nope.
I'm lodging a protest myself right now. I'll let you know how it goes.
Apparently I found myself outside the base again. That's one.
Hey, you do this for money, right? Well, how much to lay off? And don't say more
Ow.
than 20.
Damn, some cool iron arms, I think.
Stop resisting.
Oh, yeah, we just said stop resisting.
Great! Reinforcements! You guys ever feel like your helmets make this impersonal? I mean, hot kettle, I know.
Whoa.
was harder than it should have been. Captain, the area's secure and the cells are all empty.
Officially, I can't condone that. Unofficially, thanks.
There you go. Oh. It didn't blow up. That's... No, it's a web bomb, it's fine. If anything, it'll just be more sticky. So enjoy it. Right. That's enough abusing the already captured criminals. I wonder if that is a secret photo.
Nailed it.
Get ready, folks, because this is a bombshell. We have on the line a lady whose husband was kidnapped by Spider-Man.
No, you've got it all wrong. My husband was kidnapped by criminals who shoved him into the trunk of a car. Spider-Man found him and got him out, then arrested the criminals when they came back.
Pardon me, ma'am, I didn't hear that last part over my intern's utter incompetence. You realize, of course, that it's
sorry, JJ's talking, so I can't hear you.
So he can save your husband and grab all the glory?
Huh, that seems like a lot of trouble.
It's very loud. It's a very loud man.
Stop actual crime.
It's clear we are at an impasse. My best to you
It
and
does.
your husband, madam.
By the whole city.
Go to commercial. Then
I'm not convinced it's actually over a radio or anything. I think it's just shouting. The whole city hears it.
Your job hangs by a thread. If I paid you, I'd cut your salary in half.
Some would say he's got anger management issues as well. Right. Yeah, I believe we're done. Sure, Spider-Man, aren't we?
There is a reported narcotics sale in...
Let's end with a selfie. There's like 5 different eye settings. Amazing. There we go. That is a very shiny suit. Right, we done? Okay then. Okay, done. Ooh. Cool. Let's see you next week.